Starting on the T side of Mirage, as dictated by the conclusion of the knife round. HooXi had a good game in the last map, but who will be the standouts in this one? First comes the primitive pistol round, the carnage, the can openers, the headshots, the lack of helmets. We love to see it.
We've got a Spinx and Flames combo on this B bomb site, ready to defend. The two countrymen, we'll see what they can do. HooXi will be lining up the utility. And Hunter looks like the first man in right now. He's got a flash for himself. He'll try and get this initial control, but this could still be a ruse right here. You see G2 also moving back into mid. m0NESY gets it boosted up for the opener. Apex able to get one back. It's into a 3-on-3, and Hunter's still selling this fake. Or is it a fake? The bomb could still come back here because m0NESY's on the flank. Spinx finally dropped, and m0NESY brings it into a 2v2, and HooXi will finally bring that bomb to B.
Not done just yet, though. CTs have got the range, spot the info, but m0NESY will deliver the headshot, leaving Magic. It's going to 1 versus 2. It's a rough idea of where these players are posturing for a double peek as he makes his way silently through that door. Waiting for a peek now. Will be a double peek. Gets the 1v1 down to m0NESY to try and stop him, but he can't. A 3K for Magic. The patience, the positions, the 1v1s, the headshots, and the pistol round.
Starting off with such a back and forth round, it was hard to keep track of all the chaos. It looked like initially G2 wanted to fake B with Hunter and maybe go for plays elsewhere. They boost m0NESY up, but then they start to lose players on A, so they bring the bomb back to B. And m0NESY had done so much up until that point, but the final fight wasn't clean, it wasn't pretty, and it was Magisk who was able to come out on top. Look at the buy for G2 though. This is terrifying. 2 AKs. Deeg in the mix. There is still a lot of potential for G2 in this round.
Tech9 in the hands of JKS. Longer ranges for them to get these to work, but m0NESY starts well.
One of the
NiKo
AKs dropped though.
Indeed.
They can still get that back from Palace. I think they'll slow it down. Who wants it? HooXi's the man for the job. Lack of utility here for G2. Especially in terms of smokes. Still over a minute to play with though. And there's a chance you can continue to trade out those AKs if those players fall. Hunter just not ready for Spinx in the underpass. And now G2 are somewhat limited on their map control. You can see Spinx clearing out B completely. HooXi will try and go back, but is he ready? No. Spinx denies him. And now G2 might just have to commit to A and hope they can hit some headshots.
There is a molly. But do you use it? With only 2 players remaining. JKS creeping forward. Pre-fire from ZywOo will be enough for the time being. Down to the pistol though. The m0NESY's in the red and the USP will finish off the job. AK to be collected. 3 players standing for vitality. Continues in the right form, the right fashion for them. Looking to etch their name on that trophy. Again, the series is for a position in the semi-finals. Quarter-final for the loser, but it's still a big match. That's a hell of a forward step to make.
Neither of these organizations have lifted that Cologne trophy in the past. So getting straight to that semi-final would be a great step in the right direction. Now, we saw some NiKo Deagle highlights earlier in the break. He was also saying it's harder to get highlights nowadays because players are so less likely to just continue to peek you and give you fights. And that flash will set up nicely. There is a man in the connector smoke. m0NESY has snuck past them. Buzzfire with the Glock. M4 recovered. Magisk will fall back. Does he give the fight? He does. A second kill for m0NESY, causing a bit of chaos here.
That burst fire is just rude. That is a nice combo though. They may get some sound cues of Flamesy on that short position, but he's got such a good scenario. But again, holding down 2 jobs, it's a question of timing. Hunter spotted. But it's JKS carrying the bomb. Hunter will make his way into the site. Molotov held for now.
Bomb plant's big.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we saw JKS cross, but the molly won't come in time. 2 frags and a bomb plant is a pretty good start. Hunter moving through now, up close with the P250. Oh, tries to switch, but a knife comes out. That might be the mouse bug. Either way, JKS in a 1v2, really close, but Flamesy will deliver that last kill. So G2, they made great progress in that round. 3 kills and a bomb plant. They make Vitality spend about 18k in the next round. So they're setting things up for the future.
Still a smile on the face of HooXi. I think he can be pretty happy with that round. Yeah, the burst. You rarely see just like a burst get a kill straight up like that, but sneaking in the connector smoke. I like the play there from m0NESY. Try and make something happen. Did a really good job there to do a bit of damage. And that means Vitality won't have much money in the bank. And we heard Maniac say on the desk that Vitality loves switching up their CT setup, specifically with ZywOo switching position on that AWP. He's gone to B with the first time he's got the AWP in his hands. Might not be a bad shout because G2 are currently leaning slightly more towards the B side of the map. But first they're looking for that mid control.
Very committed on the A-bomb site as well of Vitality. You can see them on the radar.
But when you got ZywOo on B, you can probably get away with it.
Yeah, essentially 4 people on A. Around connector and jungle. Holding the angles for now, trying to hold their util. ZywOo's going to have a lot to do. There are surely flashes coming his way. A dry pick from m0NESY. He missed a shot. We saw the muzzle flash there. But where's the frag? ZywOo on B. And G2 won't pull the trigger just yet. NiKo edging towards that short position. No angles just yet. Smoke up on top connector. Still plenty of time for G2, but where is the bomb headed?
NiKo's got into that ladder room position. Spinx is aware of the possibility in connector. And Magisk on this annoying, aggressive angle. He's not even tucked into the corner. He's slightly wider. Hard to pre-aim this position. HooXi is able to trade with the AWP, but G2 are going to struggle to salvage this round now.
Yeah, he's got to sell something for NiKo to play against, making his way through silently. Apex has such a good angle, though. Is there anything left in this round for G2? NiKo knows the angle that could be held, but HooXi can't deliver in time. That will be the round over then as ZywOo gets the last frag. A shot over towards B, and G2 abandon the mission entirely.
Kind of a little awkward that it was a G2 like T-side smoke into jungle, because it means NiKo basically has no chance to help his teammate there. There's the initial shot from ZywOo. Spinx good awareness in and around connector. And then NiKo tried to do what he could, but not able to get much out of his position. Well handled by Vitality. Already seeing one of those different setups thrown into the mix. ZywOo doing enough to fend them off from that B bomb site. There was that bit of a risk there in that round because mid was open. So if ZywOo wasn't careful, if they actually split B, it could have been really sketchy. Meanwhile, this is a qualification match between Gamer Legion and Cloud9. And Gamer Legion, they've been on a run all tournament long. A lot of people wrote them off, but they are really taking the fight to Cloud9 with a stand-in right now.
Yeah, go earn your name value, Gamer Legion. Take it by force.
Well, look at this, another different setup at the ready for Vitality because it's 2 AWPs in play. ZywOo will play around mid. The smoke isn't quick enough. Poor timing from G2, and HooXi will hit the deck.
Promising start for Vitality. In control for the time being. Big flash. Oh, m0NESY, he's so blind, but Crosshair's in the right place. And NiKo makes his way through connector. Chances. Someone's got to go back and pick up the bomb, but in the meantime, they can try to hold position, but maybe things might change. Now there's only 3 of them, and the bomb hasn't been rescued just yet. They'll focus on the frags for now. JKS dropping Flamesy. Spinx, one of 2 AWPs remaining, as ZywOo loses his angles. Again, that bomb has to be rescued, but NiKo's in a strong spot. Oh, he's jumped out, actually. He's in the underpass now. But that area is compromised as far as Vitality are concerned. Still a big issue for them. G2 needs to thread the needle, though. Job isn't done just yet.
Bomb recovered, but that AWP of Spinx on short could be a real issue here. You don't have smokes to cross that safely. He's focused on mid though. He has to be aware of the possible play towards B. Now that flash could start to give the game away, but Spinx still not moving. Maybe just hoping ZywOo and CT can be the difference maker. Honestly, committing to the plant in the open. It's always scary, but he's okay. He's got the right angle. And now it's 2 AWPs on a retake. Sheesh.
Yeah, this is quite the challenge for Vitality. NiKo will hear the sounds. No one giving up a kill. ZywOo on the server. They're not moving any muscles. Just inviting something, but it will be the first round there for G2. God, m0NESY completely blind. Getting that frag on the ramp is so important, and NiKo playing off of that, going through the smoke as well. 2 very, very key situations for G2 in order to get their first round on the board here on Mirage.
Gotta say, James, you asked for more AWP action. Well, the AWPers are both getting involved early, even if m0NESY's had the AK a couple of times. I'm glad you asked for it, because it seems like they are answering right now. ZywOo having a good start, but m0NESY slightly better at the start of this one, at least on the kill count. Hasn't led to too many round wins, though. That's the first on the board for G2. Now, that investment into a double AWP setup is expensive for Vitality. Their money is now short into this next round, so important round here. This can really swing the economy, whoever wins this one. This round doesn't quite count for 2, but it's more important than your average gun round here, because whoever loses is going to have an issue into the next. Standard mid control procedure. HooXi gets behind the top mid boxes. That should allow Hunter to move in from underpass when required. But there are still Vitality players hanging around on mid here. Not going to give this up easily. Certainly not going to allow window to be lost.
Pop flash into connector from top mid.
Ouch.
A lot of juice in that apple. Nice jiggle from NiKo. Still alive for now. He's got info. G2 have positions for the split, but there are frags needed at both choke points. Because the Apex trying to support his teammate has lost his angle entirely. m0NESY's been dropped in the meantime, but HooXi hasn't seen him. Hunter down as well. 2 remain for Vitality. JKS needs another frag from Palace. As he did last round, he'll deliver this time. Down to 1 HP though. 2v3, nervous situation for all concerned. 2 AWPs again. Spinx will be on short with the AWP once more. ZywOo down to the pistol. He knows he's done damage. He knows they're both low. He's got that Florida man pistol. And support on the way. Magisk was here with the M4 also. 10 seconds and fake plus coming in from NiKo. ZywOo going fishing. Spinx with the last one. Vitality on winning ways once more. 5-1. Resetting G2 immediately. No bomb plant for the T side either.
Yeah, that split onto A, just a little awkward. m0NESY got picked off on ramp by ZywOo. And then HooXi tried to lead the charge alongside Hunter through mid, but they both get denied. And once that side of the push is gone, the other A players were nowhere near getting ground onto the bomb site, nowhere near being able to help out. So Vitality able to deny. And now this does start to get a little concerning on the G2 side. Slow start for them. Both ZywOo and Spinx delivering so far on the Vitality side. And in fact, a point that was made by Maniac earlier is that ZywOo was struggling a little in some of those earlier maps to get opening kills with his CT AWP. Well, so far on this map, he's already got 3 opening frags on the CT side. And ZywOo hungry for more in this one, moving into mid. There is a push coming in through short. He was ready, but a smoke comes up in his face. It's pistols here for G2. Other than that AK of Hunter, they might look to pounce on B, but ZywOo's still ready here. The patience.
How does he know, man? He just has such a great mind for the game. Spinx with the second door. They've cut the numbers down well. Flames by that bench. We'll leave only 2 remaining. Spinx on the pistol now. JKS is the one with Kevlar though, closing the distance. That Tech-9 could get dangerous. Can that gun be retrieved though? Is it worth the risk to go for the bomb plant and try and secure that first? Just about happening. And then there was NiKo with the Deagle, 1 versus 3. Looking at his highlights in the break, might be another one, not this time. 3 stand for Vitality at the end of the round as they move to 6.
ZywOo still racking up the frags, 12 and 2 now. A dominant start from him. 2 AWPs will continue into the next round for Vitality. And you see what G2 are trying here, right? Like, Hunter's moving up mid. That's going to make the comms a little cluttered for G2, for Vitality, I should say. So maybe you're hoping there's a bit of chaos. Those B players aren't fully ready at the same time. And maybe if ZywOo wasn't watching, he could even come in on the flank. But Vitality still look really measured, even under the pressure of the pace of that round.
Hey, man, look at that. AWP jumping out of the window while covered by an AWP.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pretty awesome stuff. That's such a clean frag from Spinx.
This is ridiculous. Spinx is landing some crazy shots of his own. This double AWP setup is impenetrable right now.
Heavy output from Vitality. Stunted growth for G2 in this T half of Mirage. It can start one-sided, but it can often end with just 1 round between the squads. So don't count G2 out just yet.
It's just been tough for G2 because, like in this round, having mid control is normally such a staple for teams on their T side. You can see here, the sneak into connector. Hunter has found the timing. Trades continue, a couple of Vitality players tagged, and Hunter all the way into jungle. So G2 have got some good positions here.
Always an important spot. Can help the bomb cross to default, however. Magisk might be a problem. Oh, so many bullets towards Hunter, but he still stands. That is a very strong frag, especially with that clock ticking. Spinx starts to wonder now, does he hold the ramp? Or does he hold the T's coming his direction? Oh, the timing is perfect for him. How does this bomb get planted then? We've got Flames creeping by connector, spotted by m0NESY, and that might be the key. 18 seconds on the clock. HooXi out there looking to plant that bomb. ZywOo delivering, and now HooXi will be in a clutch. Doesn't stand for long though. Takes 1 step, and then ZywOo shuts him down. 14 for 2.
These AWPs are just barely missing right now. 4 kills on the Vitality side come from the 2 AWPers. 2 apiece for Spinx and ZywOo. Incredible level of play out of these guys. That shot, fantastic. Spinx just can't miss right now. And the issue was Hunter was the man with the smoke, so he got flashed in to try and fight. But the blind shot gets landed. You have no smoke to try and have cover to plant the bomb. And you see how much of a difference that makes. As G2 can't get that bomb down. Well, they can, but they can't win the round off the back of it. m0NESY, the only man really delivering on the G2 side. He's positive. Got to see more out of the rest of them. NiKo, especially, having a quiet map so far. JKS tries to see if there's anything over towards A, but instantly hit with a warning on that nade. This time, at least G2 have the mid control to work with. Smoke and molly and connector allows for this control, and so Vitality respond with ramp aggression.
There's no flash to be offered for JKS. He spots the barrel of Flames' gun though, and he'll drop Magisk as well. Exactly what they needed. HooXi coming through. That'll certainly break this round for G2. Compromised by the barrel of the gun. Never stood a chance. G2 have a minute on the clock. No rush for them. They'll hold their position. This is big impact as well. Again, the start can be ugly, but look at the money on Vitality. G2 could have a roaring finish to this half. Could. Easier said than done. Those 2 AWPs lasted for quite a while as well. Normally quite a brittle setup. Has it been enough success for Vitality though?
$145 ADR. Not getting much in this round, though. Great round from JKS, has to be said. And it must be so nice having a player like JKS on your team when you're an in-game leader. You can put him solo ramp. You can trust and rely that he's not going to make a mistake in that position. If they try and mess with him, he'll be fine. He doesn't need an army behind him. He's all good by himself, the one-man army in that position. So better from G2. Finally stopping some of those early round successes that Vitality kept finding. So many of the opening kills coming in for ZywOo and Spinx. They've had 6 opening frags, those 2 players that have been picking up the snipers. But I don't think the double AWP setup is an option for Vitality this time. They take a timeout ahead of this round. ZywOo still with the sniper. Can G2 go on a run of their own? You said it earlier, it's been a game where in the earlier maps we've seen streaks of rounds come together. It's generally come fairly close between these two. Vitality have run away with it early, but could that round be a turning point? That was a convincing one for G2. And another different setup from Vitality. 2 players boosted up into the apartments. This is what makes them so annoying to play against. They're never running the same round. And NiKo has to be careful here. He's watching underpass. They're going to peek him from above. Oh, what a flick from NiKo!
So solid is NiKo. Yes, he got traded, but there's a minute 30 on the clock for G2. The urgency is rising now. They know there's opportunity, there's weakness, and they can smell it. Gravitating towards this bomb site. Here comes a 3-man swing lining up, but the violence is here. The trades are here for G2, and now they have all the position they need on B. And HooXi could make it even worse. He's coming in for the flank. Presence shown in the shot by Vitality. But this net is closing on them. Apex moving in from short though, as the bomb is not even planted just yet. m0NESY's dropping and everything changes now. HooXi coming in from the back, 2-on-2 though. ZywOo back at the site, you know his mind is moving very quickly indeed. He's in a bench position, the flank is denied, the flank on the flank is deleted. And that leaves ZywOo in the clutch. 40 seconds, spots Hunter, but where is HooXi coming from? He's up towards a short position, but ZywOo's got no idea. You know he processes these things very quickly indeed. By that pillar, heading towards default. ZywOo by the bench once again, and HooXi could really ruin this one. He's behind his third frag in the round. Big round for G2. And he's happy with that one.
HooXi giving them the HooXi special in that round. Coming in from behind initially. And then here on this second one, I'm pretty sure Apex started making noise a little prior to this fight happening. That's why HooXi's able to turn around. Catching so many players off guard. Sneaking into short. ZywOo none the wiser to the position of HooXi. And what a swing round that is, because now Vitality down on pistols. ZywOo looking for what he can. Good damage, but no frag. And NiKo and JKS will deliver 2 kills of their own. B site now wide open. And G2 right back in this map. They weren't going to go down easy.
Time for G2 to trample. It's an elephant stampede for them. Vitality trying to get out of the way, but not much to be done here. They've been broken by G2. This is where they can start to build now. Not spectacular loss bonus for Vitality. We'll have some money for the next round though. 4.5 to 5,300 for Vitality. Let's see what they can bring in. ZywOo's got 49.50. Practically immediately goes for that AWP then. No Kevlar required. Body language though.
Hoping this round hypes up NiKo a bit too. He's been a little quiet up until this point. Quad kill might help him though.
Dude, watching HooXi clutch like that and then just scream has got to supercharge everybody on the squad. G2 have got big plans for this round. What is Hunter's role in this one though? 4 players in, oh no, there were 4 players in Palace, but now NiKo will head towards the ramp. Will Hunter be the grenade man? He has a smoke and an incendiary. So where are the flashes? Or are they just going to swing on these CTs? It's a big focus in mid from Vitality.
No one's watching Palace right now. NiKo comes in from ramp. They do come out from Palace. They're really relying on the pace here. Magisk not ready for them to be so far forward. And Hooksy with another big multi-kill.
That is such a clean frag from him. Shutting the round down again. Vitality crushed immediately. No warning, no telegraph. No carrier pigeon, no flashes. Just swinging in dry.
What was that wall bang, man? Flames has got to be mad about that one. And Hunter gets everyone out of there. I love that round from G2, though. Like, they had utility that they used, just a couple of flashes, but they really relied on the pace of that. Coming out with the initial flash. You see, look how far up they are before Magisk can do anything about it. And Vitality were hanging around in mid for long enough that they couldn't really get back into position in time. See Magisk a little frustrated. You don't see him caught off guard often.
Yeah,
just
because
a switch up.
This has been devastating. They had a hold on this half, and now that has firmly disappeared. Indeed, 7-1. Can't imagine what the chat was saying. However, that has long gone now for Vitality. They've lost their economy, and they're being broken repeatedly. And you know NiKo's going to grow with power in a situation such as this. It's been hard work to get to this point. Now it's building time for G2. Target practice, and they're looking pretty sharp.
Not bad from NiKo. Not bad from Flames either, and Apex. m0NESY will take his 5-7 out, though, and return the favor with the upgraded pistol. So back to 7-6, back to a one-round difference. And the fact that G2 could actually come away with a lead from this half is kind of crazy when you consider the position we were in previously. Definitely looks like NiKo has been rebooted here. There might have been a bug in the system previously. And ZywOo again without Kevlar on the Vitality side. That's twice now. See if that comes into play.
Can they put right the wrongs of Vitality? Regardless of what happens in the remainder of this half, they will feel like they could have had an 11-4 half. Something along those lines. Long gone now, but still work to be done. No challenge for m0NESY in mid. Apex repositioning as Hunter slowly moves into position himself.
Another new setup from Vitality. 3 towards B. 2 of those players, though, towards short. Can definitely help in mid if necessary. Now Apex smoked, so we'll reposition. Meanwhile, m0NESY with that AWP. Wants this opening fight. Apex was on the angle.
Just in time. He spotted Hunter in the underpass. Edging forward. Spinx dropping the bomb, though.
Oh boy.
Disengaging. Not wanting to give G2 a way back in too easily. The bomb will be moved away. Probably heard by Vitality. 40 seconds on the clock. Magisk drops in Palace. And now things start to speed up. 35 seconds. 3-on-3. m0NESY and Spinx very close together. Flamesy lost in the meantime. Spinx repositioning, but that's so much info. Still gets a kill though. And that bomb, that's the bomb. He has the bomb at his feet. 20 seconds. Spinx alone. Massive cranial pressure from m0NESY to tie the score.
m0NESY was in such a hard spot there. He's alone on mid. His teammate's been dropped. The bomb's near him. And somehow he sneaks past the short player into ladder room. While that's happening, NiKo takes control of A, and this was JKS catching the short player that just realized m0NESY had snuck into ladder room. While all that's happening, Spinx jumps out the window, takes fights on mid, but it's not enough for Vitality. It's G2 with every chance of coming away with the lead, but NiKo drops early.
What a delicious frag from m0NESY. May need more in this round, in this early 4v5.
This rotate from Vitality. I mean, the bomb's not here, but these kills could come through.
Oh,
Never
my
mind.
God.
What is that?
What are you up to with that deagle, sir? Great flick onto Flamesy as well. Spinx and Magisk remain. It's a 2v3, however. The bomb's making its way in towards B. Spinx has got some sound cues, and he's got Hunter as well. What does HooXi do? Hasn't committed to the bomb site just yet. On the balcony, he doesn't care. He's read the rotation. He's going to put the smoke up and plant for his teammate. m0NESY still on the A bomb site. He'll hear Magisk at least. These rounds are crazier and crazier. Spinx has got a 1v1. He knows he has to act quickly. Does he wait for the rotation, or does he prioritize the man on the site? That's HooXi. Through the smoke he goes. He has a kit. He's got util as well. And he also has an M4 that is fully loaded. There's HooXi. Deals with him quickly. Smoke is up towards short, but can he get to that bomb site? Spinx for a quick jump peeks. m0NESY's beyond this molly already. Jumping. Takes him out of the sky like a clay pigeon. 8-7 at halftime. They've done the comeback and done even better than that. Game on for the second half.
And some two cool stats to add on top of that. Check out Kios, who is taken part in 9 opening duels, victorious in 4, conceding 5. But interestingly enough, Hobbit 5-0 in his opening contributions, and that just adds to this, heroic haul he's been providing for Cloud9 in the absence of some of the usual stars, one of which who couldn't make it.
Yeah, he's done it on both sides of the server as well. It's just flicking through. 3 of them have come on the CT side, and 2 of them have come so far on the T hall, 1 of them on that pistol. So, you know, Hobbit isn't afraid to get stuck in. And Kio's not giving us the love anymore, but he's still got a smile on his face. Just have a bit of a technical timeout with multiple players just restarting to get their FPS sorted here. Hopefully optimized in the future. But, this is a much better looking Cloud9. Over all the maps we've seen, and sure, I know they lost Inferno, Ancient was shaky. This second half is, I think, looking or shaping up to be probably the best half they've played so far.
Most definitely, and well, that is only exemplified by their current demeanor. Look at them.
Better get those smiles off their faces. League Ops will be down there very soon to say no smiling during technical timeouts. No crocs, no smiling.
No fun and no crocs. Or I guess I could just say no fun.
Falls under the same category.
Yep.
I need a bit of a match medic here, but both teams are ready and raring to go. Get things back underway. 4 rounds the difference.
Don't know how it's come to this. I don't know how I could resist. I took a vow to never sin, but I saw the darkness from within. And if the sun can't break through, just let the thunder shake you. I know there's a hunger for the truth.
It stands. The comeback was real. Those Vitality celebrations were from a while ago because it was all G2 towards the end of the half. Can Vitality find their way back in, though? It is full Kevlar for them. And I wonder if that means we've got a rush in the pistol.
Big match vibes and potential for a rematch at Lanxess as well, depending on what happens. 5-man on road for Vitality, straight down that mid position. Great one tap from NiKo, though, to start off proceedings. Hunter is here as well with support. m0NESY can hold the angles while he gets the reload in.
Wow. No way. The silencer off the USP. That tells you all you need to know about how confident G2 are feeling right now.
Style points. That's mind games right
Literally
there.
makes the gun worse.
I know. That's outrageous. It's rude.
Monacy's starting to get that swagger about him. And who
Cheeky
can blame
smile.
him?
Let's not forget the knife kill from a few maps ago.
19 and 8 for Monacy.
He's
We
like-
were talking about ZywOo earlier.
In the pre-match interviews, he's like, I'm not toxic. He is toxic.
Only on the server. Only on the server.
No one
That's where
muted
it
by
gets-
Steam in this series.
Always good to know.
We've had many series this week where one player has been muted by Steam. I'll never name them, but this one, everyone's innocent. Ooh,
Cheeky.
that's a chunky one.
I mean, it's Glocks again. Vitality are running back the pistol round, except without Kevlar and against rifles. I'll let you be the judge of how that's going to end. Nearly catching Monacy out. But Monacy, hard to catch off guard. He's also just such a nerd with CS. I love it. And he's loving this right now again.
Monacy! Why you know silencer? Love
You
it.
Sneaky, sneaky man.
It's so unfamiliar. It's an uncomfortable sound. It's like, what is this sound?
This could be a statement game from Monacy. If he can carry this hard against Vitality, against ZywOo, people saying ZywOo's the best player in the world. He's got to prove it. There's a lot of competition out there. Simple's been stepping up. Monacy now showing us what he's capable of. Let's see if Vitality can turn this around because they have lost a lot of rounds in a row here. They've got the AKs out now, though.
G2 with a very immediate push down the ramp.
Oh, boy.
Will they check for Magisto? He spotted NiKo. NiKo's taking his head off. I think NiKo didn't start falling back before the kill cam would have gone. JKS will be left in position with the MP9. So many players to talk about in the vacuum of this series. Vitality grouping up towards B then.
I like that from Hooksy. Just put the incendiary down early. Make sure you have a player rotated over. You're up in a 5v4. No need to give it away. And now you get Hunter boosted up.
If he jump peaks, this is going to be a slaughter.
Oy.
Oh, man. Just a battering ram.
There's 3 CTs B.
There's the jump peak as well. The bait from Hooksy, but the molly might do the job. Hunter standing in the flames to make it completely oppressive. Apex gets his bell rung. He's finished off by Hooksy. Upgrades if he wants them. AK is there. 11 rounds for G2. Great setup. Great timing on the utility as well.
It's not just 11 rounds for G2. It's 10 rounds in a row for G2. Vitality was 7-1 up. This has been a shocker for Vitality. They have been completely silenced. Hooksy doesn't even need to yell anymore. That's how happy he is. He's just content with life right now. His players are playing out of their minds. Every move going right for them. The ramp aggression just catching Magisk off guard. The response on the rotate, perfectly timed. The Hunter and NiKo combo denies everything that Vitality wanted in that round. Can someone step up for Vitality? Can someone break the streak by landing some Deagle headshots? Who's up for the challenge? Good position for Apex. NiKo could get caught here.
Oh, running low on bullets. Only 2 remain though. Threat is very limited. Position was interesting for a while, but ultimately they leave that round with 1 frag and no bomb plant. Vitality feels like they are miles behind G2 with the tear, the rout they are having at present. 4 rounds away from a semi-final secured. Can G2 be stopped at this point?
I mean, when you've got Monacy and NiKo playing like this, it is very hard to deny G2. They are so sharp right now. G2 starting out with 3B. Boost up for Monacy. He wants all the action he can find right now. ZywOo has the AWP on the other side. But I don't think Monacy's going to go further. Not right now.
Crazy action up and down the hall. So tense between these squads, though.
Yeah, I was just waiting with bated breath to see if m0NESY would get tested again. But they go underpass. They avoid the AWP for now. Have got this boost for Hunter. Just having a little look at Connector occasionally. If he gets the timing right, that could pay off for him. 52 seconds for Vitality. They haven't really posed much of a threat in this round. You can see G2 still have a good amount of utility remaining.
Yeah, but Vitality have almost all their utility remaining. Quite a few Molotovs. The patience paying off immediately. Green lights for everyone with that headshot. 30 seconds to make their way into the bomb site. NiKo will drop Spinx, but the bomb is still in tow through Connector. And JKS is going to be absolutely pivotal. 25 seconds, forced away by the Molotov. JKS with 2! 2-on-2, 20 seconds, other angles to plant this bomb. m0NESY moving through jungle. HooXi is just above his crosshair, doesn't pull the trigger though. Big HE to Apex. Big damage as well. m0NESY from Connector. HooXi running distraction. They have to wonder where m0NESY is. There's the util, all the information for Vitality. Apex and ZywOo must deliver halfway there. HooXi. ZywOo doesn't go away, continuing to be a pest. A swing from Apex now into the 1 versus 1. He's got a kit. ZywOo doesn't need to peek anymore. He's got to touch the bomb first. ZywOo goes back and finishes off the job. Vitality not done with this one yet.
You can almost feel how much Vitality just wanted to win that round as soon as possible. Wanted to put that round to an end. JKS somehow adjusting for 2 on A. That's what put it into that close position in the first place. And then I was worried when Vitality were fighting so aggressively after getting the bomb down. I thought they might be better off playing for the post plant, playing for the time, but fair play to Apex. He makes a bold call to move aggressively. It catches out the player on stairs. And so Vitality finally put an end to the streak. $11 in a row for G2. Finally broken. We need more where that came from.
Ooh, will there be a spray? Stuck in that position, you are vulnerable through the wall.
Flash there to set up HooXi on the jump peak to get info. Can't deploy the smoke because his teammates pushed in Palace. So just delaying to make sure there's enough time for a rotate and a stack on the B site with the info they have elsewhere. Every move seems to be paying off for G2 right now. The information is on point. There is still the chance Vitality duck back through underpass, and that kill from Magisk might make them second guess this B-sided play.
They can still keep the noise cut. They'll hear HooXi jump peeking. If it does go towards B, and Nira smokes up, the urgency, the clock, that boost of Hunter may have a big part to play in this round. Magisk creeping up towards top mid, making his way, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 on this B bomb site. Hunter dropping Spinx now, and there's the bomb falling to the floor by default. It is a slaughter. Magisk 1 versus 4. The door firmly shut by G2. What an answer in this round.
Absolutely nothing doing for Vitality. NiKo moves in, another great shot from Magisk, but it's having no influence on the outcome of the round. Not only did G2 have so many players stacked on the right side, but they also have the ability to land their shots, to set up that player who's boosted, to make it so that Vitality never posed a threat, never got the chance to try and trade on the T side. That's the first shot from m0NESY. Goes back to hold it again. ZywOo not best in this, man, today.
Dramatic change of pace from Vitality has not worked for them. They saw the flanker, they saw the information man towards A and found a frag there and had a decision to make. Perhaps the reader was that they were expected to rotate. They hold position and they are deleted by G2, who hold steadfast on the B bomb site and are 3 rounds away from that semi-final. And you wonder how much vitality you have left in the tank. Pistols with the Hero AK in round 22. It's a reasonable investment into this one. The flash will stop the swing top mid. Support flash from the A bomb site, always useful for those angles. NiKo with a gap over the smoke.
Still just so impressed by the stat line of m0NESY. 27 kills, 10 deaths. 10 rounds where m0NESY has had a multi-kill. That's almost half of the rounds played.
Another bait set up towards B as well. This time HooXi's posted with the AWP. An off angle for Hunter. Previously it was a jump peeking, so a similar thing in a different fashion. Quite smart, but the heat map is in mid, towards connector it seems. m0NESY is somewhat exposed to the ramp, which may compromise how many frags he goes for here, but maybe NiKo will have a part to play in that. Smoke has come and gone in that jungle position. Sounds like he might have heard Spinx elevating as he starts to fall back. m0NESY wondering now, positioning himself for a little more cover from that ramp area. Dropping flames there, Spinx gone as well. 38 seconds on the clock. NiKo will dispatch of many and leave m0NESY with not much to do. The light is fading for Vitality as far as the semi-final is concerned.
I mean, just to put it into perspective, G2 have won 13 out of the last 14 rounds. Vitality have gone missing. We've seen back and forths, we've seen streaks throughout this series. We have not seen a dry period this long for either of these teams, and now 2 window smokes for Vitality. That's not what you want to see at the start of the round. Missed shot from m0NESY. So close to 30 kills, he wants more, he goes back.
Yeah, they've seen NiKo's had gaps in that window. Early mollies from CT spawn. Apex now can opener on that B bomb site. Hunter getting into that oppressive position to trade the kill and hold position. ZywOo, the only man in the apps, dropped the bomb for a moment, but has instantly picked it up again to rotate out. Quick decisions being made from Vitality. Can't be afraid to try and make the right play. Flames in connector. HooXi with the AWP now. Spinx has some position, but NiKo still needs to be dealt with, and so does JKS. Vitality have 2 remaining to stop match point for G2. As good as ZywOo is, G2 are looking far too strong at the moment. Silently moving through. NiKo's got the angle from connector. JKS will finish off the job. 15 for G2.
Back to their best right now, G2. 1 round away from securing that spot in the semi-final. And when they were at their best, when they were winning trophies, it felt like their individuals were just untouchable. And that's what we're getting a glimpse of here. You always know there's the potential of it. But m0NESY playing amazingly. NiKo also having a good game. 6 opening duels won by him. And then you have JKS and Hunter still left to be the supporting cast, as weird as that sounds. As for Vitality, it's not easy when you're on this sort of loss streak to get back into it, but a lot of these rounds haven't even felt close. They've just been losing every single opening move. Every single round, they feel like they fall behind. G2 on the verge of a convincing 3rd map win. And it's Galil's for a few of the Vitality players. Molly and window again. This time that smoke will be slightly off-centered. HooXi sticking with that, or Vitality slowly work on that mid control.
1 solitary round in this half. Now you need to turn it around and find 8 in a row.
yeah, I mean, the stat gets crazier and crazier. It's 14 of the last 15 rounds in favor of G2. Speaks for itself.
That's what you call momentum. Vitality, keeping it simple then. All together. Heading towards a triangle of G2 players with lethal lasers. -C. Oh, that is a hell of a flick onto Flames. The volley to try and separate the push as well. JKS up and now down by Magic. Spinx dropped in the meantime. 3 remain on the A bomb site for Vitality. No rotation just yet from G2. Maybe not needed as Hunter and NiKo combine. Magic will drop and G2 semi-final secure. They're going to Lanxess and starting late in the best way.
And m0NESY comes in the final round, delivering what he was delivering the entire map long. That is a statement map from that man, m0NESY. So many multi-kills, you almost can't count.